All right, like I said, kind of a quick week this week. So companies, most of our stories come from Apple this week. Our first one is that the App Store is basically being split in two. So for those who are just joining us, earlier last year, I believe, maybe even earlier because legislation moves at the speed of bureaucracy, the European Union did a good thing, and they're trying to break up some of these monopolistic companies like Apple. So Apple, they're like, hey, you have this app store. Nobody can put anything on their phone without going through the app store. Developers have to pay these ridiculously high fees to use the app store. Like, this is not cool. You're gatekeeping, and it's harming, like, it's basically making it so people don't own their devices. And one of the rules they implemented was you have to start allowing sideloading. And there's been a lot of speculation about, is that going to be EU only? What's it going to look like? Well, apparently it's going to be EU only. Apple, quoting the article, Apple is gearing up to make changes to the App Store in the EU to comply with the region's impending Digital Markets Act. Apple is apparently planning to roll out adjustments to comply with the new legal requirement in the coming weeks, including splitting off the App Store in the EU from the rest of the world. So unfortunately, that's kind of all we know right now. Yeah, we do know this is coming in. I think they said March or April. They said it was like 7 weeks, so probably more like March. I guess that's how it's going to do it. Only EU users are going to be able to sideload, which is a shame. And there's somehow they're going to have a separate app store over there that I guess is going to be a little more permissive. Maybe the app store will be how you sideload apps. I don't know. Well, I'll be curious to see how that works, even if I won't actually get to see it myself.
I'm a little upset about this.
I am too.
It was the concern, right? When we saw the API change, there was a geographical aspect to the API, which made people think they're doing this only for the EU, and everyone thought it'd be a global thing, and they actually are only rolling this out to the EU. Hopefully the US takes a hint.
It's like, dude, why do you have to split off? Like, why are you going to so much effort to have two versions of the App Store and make twice as much work for yourself just to be a dick and lock in everyone else in the rest of the world? Like, I know why they're doing it, but this is one of those moments that I'm mad at Apple. For everyone who keeps calling us Apple shills, this is one of those moments where it's like, you guys suck for just making twice as much work for no good reason when you could just allow freaking sideload.
Right. Well,
okay, sorry. I'm getting warmed up. I haven't eaten dinner. I'm hangry.